Like, sub, share, speak. I want to talk about this. I really do. Because what you're looking at right here, shout out to Tim Pool, by the way, because he posted this, is two very distinct and very different specials that have aired very recently. And if you look at the critic score, the industry score, the those who are, hanger-ons in the industry and what they gave the Knockdown the House film, as opposed to Dave Chappelle's Sticks and Stones, which I've yet to run across somebody who did not love this. Hear people quoting it in the streets. It's definitely on fire. I've yet to interact with anyone who didn't really enjoy the special in and of itself, and it didn't make them think and make them take a step back. So the audience score for his special is at 99%. And so let's look at these numbers. Let's break them down and let's look at these numbers. 100% for the industry score, 29% for the industry score. That's Knocked Down the House did well. The Sticks and Stones special didn't. But when it comes to the audience, when it comes to, just people, regular ass people, Knocked Down the House gets 35%, where Sticks and Stones sits at a fantastic 99% with way more reviews. Like, it is 3,982 reviews as opposed to Knocked Down the House's 1,332. But I can't help but feel that's because fewer people actually watch Knocked Down the House because, not really interested in the how do I put it? Because I don't want to call this endeavor, one that I haven't watched, a propaganda piece or anything else like that. But it's there to draw emotions. It's there to really paint a very specific narrative. Whereas Dave was just telling jokes and having a good time, and really, I think in a lot of ways, breaking the tension that we've had throughout this country, because there's something that you can draw on from it, regardless of where you're coming from for the most part, unless you're coming from an ideological stance. There's something that you can draw from his special and something that likely made you laugh, no matter what. Like, you go to you get the kid that went back to school after his weekend with Michael Jackson. Like, come on, it's really funny stuff. But the industry, they have their narrative, they have their vision, they are in the middle of their Me Too, times up, everybody's equal, and we have to be diverse, and we want all of this, basically, uh, just we love having our pawns, and our pawns going out there and doing the dance and everything else like that, like Dave touched on in his special when it came to Kevin Hart was he got off the television. He said no, he said screw you to the Oscars. He wasn't going to apologize, and then went on a television apologizing for 6 weeks, because there are just some people that you cannot please. Okay, there are certain people, and many of them, and I hate to make this sound in any kind of way as if I'm kind of trying to be downputting or degrading, but many of them are very how do I put it, they have vaginas, they're very feminine. There is this sensibility that the feminine has, to whereas, I mean, it can easily be knocked down via harsh language. There's a lot of people, my mom was actually one of them, who, as soon as cursing started, she'd be like, "Oh my goodness, I can't." Just those words, like the words alone were enough to, what I'm saying, just like, back down, calm down, because that wasn't what she was about. Now this 2019 breed of woman is like, I'm just young ma. I'm just like a dude. Yes, Cardi B, just like a dude. I can do what dudes do. I'm all about equal. And it's like, sis, See, here's the thing. When they push gender out, particularly in, I want to say like the early mid 90s, when it changed on forms and stuff like that, when biological sex, when it went from sex to gender on a lot of paperwork and forms, and people just started like, okay, yeah, it's a thing, I guess. It's a thing. Yeah, sure. It's like, I was like, yo, this sounds weird, bro. Like, don't we have biology over here? Like, don't, like, what is this even for? And it's because of how you think and how you feel. And the deal is that, like, yo, but that's not what the reality is, you know? And that's why I really wanted to highlight this, because there's what the industry wants, and you can see it clear as day in the two different tomato meter scores, to whereas what, you know, regular people, those of us who, you know, whether we consciously do it or subconsciously do it, just always revert back to our natural biological states when it comes to, you know, biological sex. Freaking, we know what we like. And Dave really knocked it out the park. He really did. And that 29% that he has is on, if you could look at the bottom there, 7 reviews. And the reason the reviews are so low and so few, I can't help but feel, is because even those in the entertainment industry, those 83 reviews, you see the Knockdown House 100% on 83 reviews. I can't help but feel like there are 70 something people out there who know they who know they have that narrative, you know, who knows, hey, this is all about the ideology, right or wrong, be damned. And so what they're doing right now is just, you know what, I can't say nothing about it, because they probably actually was laughing their asses off themselves. But because the industry is how the industry is, where Dave touched on himself when it comes to alphabet people, mum's the word. Nah, I'm gonna sit this one out, champ. You know, like, those are the people in the industry that know they're in the industry, and basically everything is quid pro quo over there. And so instead of incurring anyone's wrath and saying, "Oh yeah, I like this," they're just like, mum's the word. With the exception of our guy here on YouTube, Jeremy Johns. He put out a fantastic review that I think you should definitely go check out. But the deal is that Dave did his job. He did it well. We needed someone to really bring us back together. He did it before. I mean, with you know, I'm Rick James, bitch. You'd be walking down the street, all you would hear is, I'm Rick James, bitch. You just start laughing because we were all in on the joke, and it is just salute to the man, seriously. So guys, I really wanted to touch on this because it's something that's a heavy theme on this channel. How the media, you know, it's art, and the artist has something to say, and it's very blatant and very clear and very obvious what projects such as Knock Down the House and the and other such ventures, what they look to portray. And then you just got this guy, Dave Chappelle, went away for a bit, came back, and ripped it to hell. I mean, the audience score with way more votes is at 99%. That is mwah, that is beautiful. You did good, man. You did good. The savior America needed, I guess, because hopefully the dialogues can be started again. We can start talking again. We can start laughing about things again, and really just appreciate trying to come to each other at a human scale, as opposed to an ideological or a or you know, a political, or at a political scale. And at least that's what I feel and hope is taking place right now. It's all sinking in. Like, whoa, wait a second. Oh my goodness, I can't just sit here and wild out because I hear Trump's name. You know, like, I can't just lose my mind because Trump is, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm praying that's what's going on right now, because with all the tensions, with all the, you know, the people, the profiteers, the people who really, you know, they get paid from the chaos. They just, you know, are too, I guess, fortunate to really see and feel the chaos that's taking place, you know, throughout the nation. I'm just hoping that, you know, it's time. I'm hoping that he really peeled that back for him, and we can all just relax and have some fun and laugh about these things together without just trying to go for blood and go for the jugular every single time. Fingers crossed. So with that being said, we're going to bring this one to an end. All the internet stuff. If you liked it, toss it a like. Dislike, go ahead, do that too. I ain't scared of you. Sub if you enjoy my fantastic voice. See you want to get videos like this every single day. Share because sharing is caring. And YouTube, BitChute, speak. Let me know what do you think in the comments. Is this like hopefully you can see it, hopefully you can feel it. Hopefully if you're walking down the street and you like, I got my sucked, you know, like. What kind of weekend did I have? Like, you know, I was like just ta-ta, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, like, yo, it's not your fault that it happened to you, but it's not mine either. Ta-ta, bitch, you know? Do that by all means, man. Like, rock it out in the comments if you like whatever jokes and quotes that you got from the thing. I love to hear them from Dave's comments. Or if you saw Knock Down the House, please let me know what you think what you thought of it in the comments. I'm not watching it because golly, AOC is just she's a pup. Like I complain about Congressman Donald Payne Jr. a lot being a puppet because he himself has said, yeah, I'm a puppet. But dang it, AOC, like you are so obvious. You are so blindingly obvious. Anyways, guys, until the next one.